Alright, got kind of a fun one today. 6 big features coming to your next flagship Snapdragon Android phone. Snapdragon is a line of processors for high-end Android phones. So there's a new one out, and bringing some new features, capabilities to phones apparently. So we're gonna read through this together. I haven't read it yet, so this should be interesting. We'll go through together and see if this is anything to be excited about, or if it's just kind of ho hum. This is from Tech Radar. New chip, new capabilities. Just want to know the key changes? Yes. We put together this list of what may change on your next Android phone. There are 6 major features that you need to know about, and these will give you an idea of what you can expect in upcoming flagships like the Samsung Galaxy S22, OnePlus 10, Xiaomi 12, and more. Alright, first, an always-on camera may bring big new features. Okay, first of all, always-on camera has me a little bit worried. Let's see here. Let's start with arguably the biggest change, the new chipset. The new chipset will allow your smartphone's camera to be always on. Don't worry, it won't be constantly snapping selfies. Yeah. It's designed to allow for other features rather than taking photographs. Why would that benefit you? That's a good question. It will allow developers to include features that are specifically designed around using your phone's camera without you touching the device. An example Qualcomm, who makes the Snapdragon processor, has given is that it'll allow you to unlock your phone without touching it. Think about how you may be cooking with ingredients all over your hands, and this will allow you to unlock your phone without getting gunk on it. Some have cited security concerns. You think about the feature, and it may worry you too. Qualcomm insists that it's doing this in a safe way to ensure that no one can take your data from your phone's cameras. But it'll be interesting to see how many people might take advantage of the feature. Okay, there's security, privacy, disaster. How many people might take advantage of the feature? Interesting wording there. Why Qualcomm believes its new always-on camera for phones isn't a security risk. We may do a separate video on that. Okay. Alright, number 2. There are many camera upgrades, in addition to it never turning off, apparently. Aside from the always-on camera, there are lots of other upgrades you'll find are coming to your smartphone's camera. An 18-bit image signal processor, or ISP, improved night mode photography, better wide-angle shots, stronger facial recognition technology, coupled with the always-on camera, 8K HDR video recording, so we can watch it on our 8K TVs that we all have. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 is focused on its camera upgrade. While the always-on upgrade is the headline-grabbing feature here, there are lots of other little improvements that you may see in your next phone's snapper that will improve the overall experience. There aren't many game-changing features here, though. Camera phones are already fantastic, but these smaller upgrades are likely to slightly tweak the performance you get from the Snapdragon smartphone's shooter rather than overhaul the whole experience. Yeah, I'm not sure what an 18-bit image signal processor is or what it will do to help you take better photos. Image signal processor. Okay, it's going to process your images better, I guess. Night mode, improved night mode, that's great. Night mode on Pixel phones is already fantastic with night sight, so I don't see how it can make that any better. Better wide-angle shots. I wonder if that has to do with, de-warping or the very edges of the image that sometimes get out of proportion. Stronger facial recognition. That sounds like an AI thing. Alright, number 3. Calls will cut out background noise. That's great. I thought phones already did active noise canceling for phone calls. Qualcomm's voice suite technology has been upgraded in 2021, and the aim here is to cut out background noise when you're being recorded. For example, if you're on a video call, this technology will use artificial intelligence to try and cut out noise such as sirens or typing. We've seen a demo of the technology, and in Qualcomm's examples, it worked amazingly well. This was on a reference device in a demo set up by Qualcomm, so we're most interested to see this in a real-life device to see how it works in practice. If it works as well as the demos suggested, it could change how you're recorded on calls and how you're heard by colleagues, friends, and family. I guess we'll all notice better sound quality in the near future. Number 4, you can reach 10 gigabit internet. This isn't going to be useful for everyone. Okay, we've got more features here that don't seem to be terribly useful to even the most data hungry user here. But if you have a phenomenally good 5G connection, you'll find you can reach higher speeds than ever before. Last year's Snapdragon 888 was restricted to 7.5 gigabits per second, which is also fantastically quick. It's almost impossible to reach these speeds on an average day, but it's useful to know your 2022 flagship will be capable of it for the future. I don't know, wow, how many streams of Netflix could you be running at the same time? Not that that's even possible. I don't know, 30 or something. No, let's see here. Wow, probably about 100. Okay, Bokeh Video is coming to Android. Why on earth would you need that much speed? You don't need anywhere near that for game streaming. I'm not sure why this actually helps anything. I mean, faster is always better, but it's not exactly, a connection at your house or anything or at a business. Back to Bokeh Video coming to Android. The Bokeh effect is where you can blur the background of a subject, and it's commonplace in portrait modes through the Android sphere. You'll see a lot of my thumbnails are like that, most of them. If you've wanted to get that effect in video recording, you haven't been able to until now. A similar technology debuted on the iPhone 13 series with Apple's cinematic mode feature, and now it'll be coming to Android phones through this new chipset. That's pretty cool. That could be useful. It'd make nice little, I'm thinking of home videos of kids, or people, just interviews, people walking around. That would be interesting. That'd make a nice touch. We don't know yet which manufacturers will include this feature, but it's likely a lot of the upcoming Android phones will install this in camera apps for you to play with. It's also capable of recording up to 4K. Naturally, it's faster than ever. Of course. 17 million times faster than its predecessor, I'm sure. As to be expected, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 is the company's fastest chipset, so it should mean your smartphone is quicker at loading up apps, playing games, and anything else you throw at it. According to Qualcomm, the CPU here is 20% faster than the Snapdragon 888 and offers 30% power savings. To me, what the slowest thing is your phone does is when you're in an app or something and you want to turn the camera on, you double-click power or whatever your camera shortcut is. That seems to be what slows it down the most, at least for my phone. Be faster at that. Great. Good. Okay, so incremental. That's what I would call this update. Incremental. Nothing groundbreaking here. But hey, little by little, phones are getting better. I wouldn't say this is anything to get excited about, but it's interesting nonetheless. And I would imagine towards the midpoint of next year, we'll start seeing this stuff. So there you go. That's what I've got for you today. Hope it was interesting to you. Thanks for watching.